Well, in my role as chaplain, I have the opportunity to be with a number of people who have received organs from generous families, and it's really touching to me to see how they are so tender about these gifts that they've received, and how they are dedicated to being good stewards generally in the receiving such a gift. For example, there was one gentleman, a big burly guy, who had kept the picture of his donor in his breast pocket, and it was fun because here's this big burly guy, but because of all the other things that need to line up in order for you to receive a transplant, he received the heart of a woman. And so he would keep that in there, and I said, well, how has this changed you? And he said, well, I crave chocolate and I love to go shopping. And then there was another man who was so sick and bent over, and and then shortly after his transplant, he was, I caught him dancing. We have a dinner for people who have received transplants, and at one particular dinner, a family met, the donor family met the recipients, and it was so amazingly touching, as you can imagine, for the family to see how their gift, living and breathing, and how their relative lives on in this particular person. And they were able to share stories, and it was obvious that indeed that this loved one was living on because of similar stories of how the new things that this person craved, or the new interests that they took on that matched those interests of the donor. So it's a real gift.